Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Higher Healing Tarot. I'm Rosina, and I'd like to help you on your healing journey. Please note that these are general energies, so just take what resonates with you. And also, if you could please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my channel so that I can connect better with your energy, and the readings will become more pertinent to your specific situation. So let's get started. Oops, wrong one. I'm just going to pick a base card to get started here. Let me put the... Okay, all cards have been shuffled. All decks were shuffled before your reading, Gemini. So let's see what Spirit has in store for you today. Radiance. I am a radiant reflection of God's light. And you have this beautiful little light tower there. It's reflecting from your heart chakra there. So this is about really taking some time to shine. Doing what you need to do to shine and bring it forward. Maybe you may be being a little bit emotional lately. And, you know, you can bring it. If you're going to bring your heart energy forward, you have to work on your heart so that you're not bringing forward a tumultuous energy to other people. So you may be a person that really likes to shine your light on others, but if you're doing it when your heart chakra is blocked, or when your heart chakra if you have unconscious issues that you don't know about, you're actually, that's not what's being radiated out. So you may see that reflected back to you in a negative way. So let's get to the reading and see what this is about, or how I can help you in some way to counter that. All right. So coming out of September, the beginning of September, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Tower, and we have the Queen of Swords. So very, very strong energies coming out here. Two major arcanas. In the current energies, we have the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. And for late September, we have the Nine of Swords, the Magician, which is you, this is your card, Gemini, and the Sun. All right, so whatever it is that was going on, you kind of come out of it at the end of the month here. Ace of Wands is the energy under the deck. So you're trying to bring something, grow something. You're trying to, this is an energy of new growth. So this Wheel of Fortune right here is saying that you were working on bringing something forward. And maybe something stopped you in your tracks, or maybe some kind of life situation happened that just threw you off track. And now you're kind of wrap your head back around it again. Because you're kind of going there, it was kind of working, and then something threw you off track. And just this card Radiance coming up, it's like something stole your thunder. Something just came in and, like, you know, kind of just, it upset things. It just, it rocked you a little bit, and it kind of like knocked you off your sunshiny self, and now you're on a path to get back to it again. So don't be too worried about that Tower. It seems like it's in your past, it's already happened, and now you're going to move into a space of better clarity. You're going to have to take from this whatever you have learned. Just taking what you have learned and leaving the rest behind. And I think it's time for whatever the situation was that blew up, it needs to be left behind now. Because sitting in the middle of the deck is this Four of Cups, where it's like there's some kind of stagnation going on. There's something here that you're trying to get stability, but you're not allowing yourself to, because you won't, there's a resistance. But you can get back to your stability again. You can get this back. Yeah, in my heart, I'm in my throat. So I really think this is like a heart issue that's coming up for you guys. It could have been work. It could have been a shakeup at work that rocked your foundation. But it looks like in our current energies, you will be able to kind of get back to that stability again. So hang in there, Gemini, because it's going to come back. And maybe in this week, it's going to come back. As you get into the later in the month, I'm just going to energize it with the Heartstone right now. We're in this Nine of Swords, where it's like you then you kind of like revert back into your head again. It starts to come back in, and like really, whatever this is, it's this right here is this energy is just like it's playing head games with you. It's like you're rolling it over in your mind over and over and over again. And then where Spirit is saying, get back to yourself. The Magician is your card. Get back to manifesting what you want. Get back to where you were before this happened, because you were in this good place. You were in this place of bringing something forward. So do it. So go back to doing that, because you still have the ability to do it. If it was a loss of a love, then there's a new love that can happen, because you'll be sitting in the sun. Just do you. Just do you and do the things that make you happy. And it will come back. This will work out for you. So let's get some clarification on this. Because it looks like you guys had a rough beginning of September here. So, okay. So we have the Death card. Yeah, that came to an end. Whatever it was you were trying to produce, it kind of just like stopped for you. So, and look, on the Tower, the Magician. All right, so look, there you are again, like coming into this, like, do not give up hope. Do not give up hope. Go back to your go back to your creative side. Go back to things that make you happy, that you can, that you're good at doing, that you wanted to push forward in the first place. Second chakra, guys. Work second chakra under the belly button. And then on the Queen is the Eight of Cups. And the eights being, maybe a couple obstacles or barriers that have come up, but you can examine this and move this forward in a way that you can gain clarity on this now. Again, some grounding needs to be put into this. You need to start bringing this energy forward of the Magician, of, what you now want to grow, what you now want to create in this new kind of situation that you're in. Queen of Swords, almost on the Queen of Swords. Yes, new way of thinking, new mindset. Connect yourself to your higher chakras, your intuition, new words, new thoughts. Make sure that this comes through, because then at the end of September, if you don't get that straight, this is the energy that's going to come in. You're going to be in this place of anxiety again. And if you can counter this and get it straight here, coming into this week, you can avoid that energy from happening. And this is really what all my readings, I really want to this is the energy that's coming in. You can change it at any time. You can change the energy. It doesn't have to be this, if something comes up that's kind of something that you don't like in the reading, or something that you don't, that's what it's for. This is what I'm giving you the chakras for. So you can change, work on something, or give yourself a place to work on it so that you can change the energy. If you work on your mind and your thoughts and about getting this straight and going back into your creative nature, you can find this stability again. And there you go, 10 of Coins. Look. 10 of Coins on 10 of Coins. This is having everything you need in life. And it just doubled down on the energy after I just said it. So yeah, so coming into this, in the beginning, in the middle of the reading, where you had this kind of there was this one thing making you unstable, or that you're resisting. Look, if you just change your mindset, you'll have everything you need. So this isn't even this can go on both of these. And this is like, again, third chakra, getting back to your sense of self, your sense of creativity, your sense of self-worth, like all of that needs to be put in the right perspective right now, because this is not the end all. And the Knight of Wands, now you're going to bring this inspiration forward, this new way, whatever that is, you're going to end up bringing it forward. So very nice. And you're bringing it forward with like, you know, like really good energy. Like, it's like, yeah, let's do this. Charging forward in a new way. 5 of Wands coming in on this thing, showing that take whatever you learned, take whatever lessons that came from this, and just think out of the box a little bit. Let the change happen and move it forward. It doesn't have to be tumultuous energy. It doesn't have to be, and that's what I said, like the C's here, like you're in an emotional state. That's what I mean by tumultuous energy. Like, you know, the waves are cracked, like it's wavy out there. It's like the seas are a little bit stirred up, you know, even though we got this heart shining through. If something happened, if your heart was injured, by injured, I mean, like, you know, if you had a breakup or something happened with your family, or if something like, you know, something that hurt your heart, it's going to stir up this emotional, you know, where we just relate it to the waters in the sea. And, you know, so this is just saying, like, if you don't want to bring that forward anymore, just take what you learned from it. And then you could be in a much nicer place. And again, you're back into yourself again. You're back into yourself again. This is about just getting back to you. Like whatever it was that shook you up, you have to get back to you. And 8 of Wands. So yeah, getting grounded. Whatever's coming up, whatever obstacles come up, you can overcome. Just being in the state of, this is, you know, that you learn something that's going to now push you forward. Ace of Cups. Look at that on the sun. So yes, new energy, a new way of doing things. Maybe new love coming in. Yeah, just like kind of do the work. There's some 8s here. So, you know, there's maybe some obstacles you're going to have to overcome because you're still like teetering into that state of anxiety. And that's what you kind of want to avoid. And if you do like kind of grounding work, and, you know, for Gemini, you know, the nervous system is ruled by Gemini. So you really want to work on something that is going to help calm you down. Because if you get yourself worked up in the state of anxiety, you're really like putting yourself almost in a place where you're going to jeopardize your health a little bit. So, or a lot, depending on how much of an anxiety you're going to get into. So really try to counter these energies. Stay as grounded as you possibly can. All right, under the deck, 7 of Wands has been coming up for everybody. Taking what you've learned and moving it forward. So you have this Ace of Wands here, energy under the deck, like for the reading, and then she's taking it and moving it forward. So whatever this inspiration is for you, whatever you want to grow, whatever you want to move forward, now is the time to work on that, grounding yourself, working on yourself, moving it forward. I think I'm really pulled into second chakra here with you guys, just to your sense of creativity. Yeah, I mean, really in your legs, like grounding, creativity, that's where you need to be working on this. All right, let's see what Gaia has to say about all of this. Liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. So again, this could be work, this could be a relationship, just something that when something doesn't work for you, you know it's not working, and yet you still kind of stay in it. When you actually have the opportunity, when the tower happens, when this happens, when the whole thing gets torn apart, when the whole thing gets shaken up and like it explodes, It's just like it's no longer working, and the universe and spirit does this for you. Like, it'll break it up. If you don't do it, spirit will come along and do it. The universe will do it because it's giving you a message of that you cannot be liberated. You cannot have your feeling of freedom back unless you leave this situation, unless this situation changes. And sometimes you're just kind of pushed out of it. So you have to look at this as like you're being liberated so that you can shine. Like it's because it's taking away your light. Whatever that was is taking away your light. Now it's like time to bring it back. So yeah, this is a tree of life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. So look, everything is there. Again, creativity for you guys, I think, is something that is really going to help you through. You're great manifestors, so that, and the magician has come up twice here. So go ahead, start manifesting, get into your creative space, get into your heart space, do things that make you feel really good, and find a new way. If this was a love relationship that it didn't work out and it kind of just blew up now, even if it was an old relationship, new relationship, a marriage, doesn't matter. This is about like, what do you need now moving forward? What have you learned that you don't want? Because usually when a relationship like that you hung on to for a long time, there's things in there that you do want, but there was something that you didn't want. And you just kind of let that part go because you don't feel like it's going to be, that you can get over it, or that you can work it through, or that they're going to change. And it's like, no, that's not going to happen. You have to kind of recognize this in yourself and work on that a little bit. Like, what part did you play in that? And also, what do you want moving forward? So, Gemini, I know you're on the right track. Stay there.